All right, so to do Algebra 1, B1, add, subtract, multiply, and divide integers. First off, we need to know what are positive and negative numbers. So Mike, you gave me the answer here, and you said it was like negative 700 and something, right?
785.
Okay, but what is a positive number, Mike?
Like positive 780. It would be just 785.
Okay, so a positive number is a number to the right of 0, right? And a negative number is a number that's to the left of 0. So for these couple questions, Mike, I'm just being asked, is my answer going to be positive or negative? And there's a quick way to tell that. Mike, what type of number is this first number? Right there. What type of number is that? Positive or negative?
It's negative.
So a negative divided by, and what type of number is the 23, Mike?
Positive.
Does everybody see how I have a negative divided by a positive? When my signs are different, okay, with multiplication and division, my answer is going to be negative. So a negative divided by a positive is negative. Julie, what type of number is 4,760 or 47,621? Is that a positive or negative number?
Positive.
And what about the 14?
Negative.
What type of answer do you think I'm going to have? Do you think a positive times a negative is going to be positive or negative? What do you think, Julie?
Negative.
Very good. You should put those sunglasses on because you're that cool. Now, Chucky, can you hear me, buddy?
Yeah.
So Chucky, now we're talking about adding, right? Well, adding isn't as easy as multiplication or division. So what I need to do is determine, right, first off, my numbers. 7 is positive, right, Chucky?
Yeah.
And 3,703 is positive, right?
Yeah.
Now, when we look at these, when I add two positive numbers together, what type of answer do you think I get?
Positive.
Positive. And that's because a positive plus a positive is a positive. So Ellie, what do you think the answer is to this?
Yes.
What do you think the answer is to this one? Positive or negative?
Isn't it a positive?
Why? Why is it a positive?
There's no negatives in there.
Very good. So a positive times a positive is a positive. What about this one, Grace?
What did you say?
What about this problem? Is this answer going to be positive or negative?
Positive.
Yeah, because a positive divided by a positive is a positive. But now I'm getting into these problems where I actually have to do it. So how many of you guys have a calculator? Feel free to say me or no. Does everybody have a calculator? Who doesn't have a calculator? All right, watch this. I thought this was pretty cool. So everybody go up here. Ava, perfect. So Ava, everybody go up here to your web browser and watch this. I'm going to take this problem and watch me type it in. Negative 28. Now to do divided by, I hit the slash 7. And notice it tells me right here. My answer is negative 4. Do you guys know what 6 times 9 is? Annie, do you know what 6 times 9 is? It's okay to say I don't know.
Is it 54?
It is. And if you're unsure, watch. I can go up here. And I can do 6 times 9. And notice it tells me my answer, 54. So everybody actually has a calculator. What about this one? Cody? What's 5 plus 7?
12.
There we go. Now with these problems, these are a little trickier. Without a calculator, does anybody know how to do this problem? 42 plus negative 35? All right, I'm going to use Mrs. Simonian as my guinea pig here. So Mrs. Simonian has $42 in her purse. And she goes to a grocery store and she buys a ton of those delicious pumpkin spice wafers. And those pumpkin spice wafers are $35. How much money does she have left over? So Mrs. Simonian had 42 and then she spent 35. How much money does she have left? Does anybody know?
It's 7.
7, because you end up subtracting them, okay? Now here, this problem's a little bit weirder, okay? But when you convert it to money, it makes a little bit more sense. So Chucky spent $38 on a hat, okay, for a rubber ducky hat. And then he spent $35 more on a sweet headphone set so you can listen to Mr. Harmon. How much money did Chucky spend in all? So who knows how to do that problem?
Wouldn't it just be like adding, because it's subtracting and it's a negative, so wouldn't it just be adding them? Isn't that 73?
Yeah, and remember, because you spent it, it would be negative 73. That was perfect. Who was that, John?
Yeah.
See, look, I know your voice already. What about this one? Louis.
Hello.
Louis. How are
Hello.
you? All right, Louis. Negative
Yes.
12 times 9. I already know the answer is going to be negative something because a
Negative 108.
How'd you get that?
Just 12 times 9, just put the negative in front.
There you go. Perfect. What about this? Louis, do you know this one?
14.
Man, Louis, you're good.
Better than Joe.
You're better than Mr. Harmon, too.
Eh,
All right, last, oh no, I might have 2 more. Now, let's say Mr. Harmon borrowed $73 from Mrs. Simonian for cleaning supplies for his room. And then he paid her back $28. How much more money would I owe Mrs. Simonian?
Would it be $45 or negative 45?
Yeah, so negative 45. Last one, negative divided by negative is a positive. So 169 divided by 13 is 13.